Normally, I would not have somebody who is this much of a tightrope walker on my show in this particular atmosphere, because this could be the last hour of my career. However, I know him. He's funny. I've respected him for a very long time. He's a fan of the show, and so I don't think he has an agenda to end my career. And even though I think you're suicidal. Nick DiPaolo is with us. He's a comedian. He has a new comedy special out called A Breath of Fresh Air. And it is a breath of fresh air because you're saying things that nobody in their right mind says anymore. Although you will be gasping for air a few times, because it's laugh out, belly laugh comedy, but also because there are times you're like, Nick, what are you doing? You can't even, what are you saying?
Well, that's what you do when Hollywood turned your back on you 20 years ago. Right. You know what I mean? What do I got to lose at this point?
Yeah.
But this is how I always did it. After my second open mic, Glenn, somebody came up to me, and this is 1988, and said, "You're politically incorrect. You're the few. That's where it's going." And I remember saying to the guy, "I think it's going to get a lot worse," but I had no idea we're going to get to this point. Where, a guy can say he's a girl and a girl. I mean, who saw that coming?
Nobody. Nobody saw that.
So, and I like how you said about the rope burning. Colin Quinn said, "I'm the only guy that burns bridges while I'm standing on them."
Yeah, that's exactly
Which sums
right.
it up perfectly.
That's exactly right. You're somebody. You won an Emmy for writing.
Nominated twice, working for Chris Rock.
Yeah.
So I'm not a racist, folks. Still friends with Chris.
Although the comedy that you're doing right now, and you could say the same thing about Chris Rock when he was going after people. You could have said the same thing.
That's the point.
But the comedy that you're writing now and you're performing is dangerous because it is exactly what everybody says. If you're a misogynist, you're a racist, you're a sexist, whatever it is.
Right.
All the ists, you embody all of them in this special.
That'll be the next special. Ist. That's all it is.
That's all it is.
Picture me and Ist. We're in weird times. I don't know how to do it. I don't watch, and maybe this is bad, but I don't watch other comics. I don't watch specials.
Yeah.
Because I keep hearing, nobody's doing what you're doing.
Yeah, nobody is.
So I have to say, what are they doing out there? I'm just
this.
speaking from the gut. And then every once in a while, I'll catch a glimpse of a stand. I'll go to the Comedy Cellar where I develop this. That's the other thing. I developed this act, on the campus of NYU. The Comedy Cellar is on the campus of NYU.
Right.
So I upset a lot of people.
And are you still performing there from time to time?
I moved to, this is when I knew I moved to Georgia a couple months ago.
You moved to Georgia?
I was living West. I was living 4 miles from Hillary Clinton's house.
Oh my gosh.
And everybody up there, that is as blue as it gets, Westchester County, New York. And I'd be in a dentist waiting room, and I'd hear people bad-mouthing Trump and stuff. And then I started getting paranoid. If somebody at the grocery store was taking too long to help me, I go, they must have saw my special. They hate me. or my dentist doesn't call me back. I go, this guy's a lib. I was getting nuts. My wife's like, calm down, will you? And I said, let's get out of here.
Right.
And it was actually affecting me, Oh,
I know.
The cable guy wouldn't get back to us or whatever. Every day I go, I swear to God, they hate my politics. They know who I am up there a little bit. I was in New York for years.
Right.
So I picked up and, moved to a nice purple state, Georgia.
That's why you're in Texas right
Texas?
now. Yeah, I know. That's why you're in Texas right now. Because, part of it was Glenn walking down the street and people throwing things at him every 5 minutes. And then you come to Texas and at least they're not throwing things at you every 5 seconds.
Well, they're throwing things at me because, for real reasons.
You're really famous. I couldn't deal with what you... I'm still under the radar. I wear it as a badge of courage that Facebook has taken down my ads now.
You should.
And I wear it as a badge of courage that they finally... I would get insulted. I'd be saying, hey, why is Steven Crowder getting in trouble?
I did think that watching your comedy special. I did think, Steven Crowder?
How's he
That's nothing compared to this.
Yeah, or whoever, Owen Benjamin or McGinnis. I'm like, I've been spewing this stuff for 30 years. Am I that bad a marketer? I can't even. I took it as an insult. They're like, this guy's not even worth the time. He's so stuck in 1968 or whatever.